This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, named as Athletes of the Year at PSA Awards Night, Alex Eala and Carlos Yulo vowed to help further grow Philippine sports. Tennis writer Max Killham sees 3 keys for Filipina tennis sensation Alex Eala to upset 6th seed Jasmine Paolini in tonight's Dubai Tennis Championship second round match. The Capital1 Solar Spikers edge Choco Mucho in 5 sets behind Michaela Belen's 29-point standout performance at FilOil Centre. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are reportedly set to face off in an exhibition bout this April in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, the historic site of the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 17th of February. Now, here's our roundup. The GOAT big man debate is back, but Junmar Fajardo isn't taking the bait. As online talk reignited comparisons between Fajardo and prime Asi Taulava, the San Miguel star chose respect over rankings. Fajardo made it clear he's never framed it as a generation versus generation argument.
Look up to. So, hindi ko iniisip na paano pag nagkalaban kami. So, wala sa isip ko. Yeah. So, hindi big deal sa akin.
The discussion picked up after former players including Mark Pingris and Calvin Abueva pointed to Taulava's prime as a different era, one defined by brute strength, speed, and physicality. Taulava's resume speaks for itself: an MVP, multiple mythical team selections, and a career built on dominating the paint. Fajardo, meanwhile, continues to rewrite history with 9 MVPs and a growing championship collection. For Junmar, it's not about comparisons. It's about respecting greatness, no matter the era. Quinton Miliora Brown will miss the next Gilas window, and his camp is pointing to SBP. His agent, Todd Seidel, says the contract offered included games outside the standard FIBA windows, conflicting with his pro-club commitments and leaving no room for negotiation. The camp claims SBP presented a take-it-or-leave-it deal, forcing Miliora Brown to sit out rather than risk breaching his club contract or playing without protections. The agent insists money was not the issue and stressed Miliora Brown still wants to play for Gilas. For now, it's a standoff with SBP silent and Gilas moving forward without him. Tennis writer Max Killham says Alexandra Ayala has 3 strong reasons to believe she can upset 6th seed Jasmine Paolini in their second-round meeting at the Dubai Tennis Championships later tonight. Killham says Ayala's left-handed game shapes as a key factor, with her flat forehand on hard courts allowing her to target Paolini's backhand in cross-court rallies, potentially disrupting the Italian's topspin rhythm and opening space down the line. He also points to Paolini's inconsistent start to the 2026 season, which has included early exits in Australia and Qatar, suggesting the Italian is not at her sharpest. Finally, Killham highlights the likely crowd support for Eala in Dubai, with the Filipina drawing strong backing this season that could provide an important lift in what is shaping as a compelling battle for a place in the third round. Ayala advanced after Hailey Baptiste retired injured in their opening round clash, while Paolini progressed after winning her first-round match to set up their encounter. From Filipino pride on the court to global connections off it, NBA All-Star Weekend proved the game's reach goes far beyond basketball. Here's our U.S. correspondent Steve Angeles with the details.
The NBA showed its global reach with this year's NBA All-Star Weekend, while the new format featured a 3-team USA versus the World format. Pinoy pride made its mark on the court as Ron Harper Jr. and Dylan Harper, the first set of Filipino-American brothers in the NBA, took part in the Rising Stars and Shooting Stars challenges.
First All-Star weekend that I'm participating in, I mean, I wouldn't want to have it any other way. And just being here, just being in this spotlight, I mean, it's probably a great feeling.
Dylan's All-Star teammate De'Aaron Fox spoke highly of this past draft's #2 overall pick, who's been averaging just under 11 points per game.
You see him getting better game by game. But like watching him play, you don't see a 19-year-old kid whenever he's playing. You think he's been in the league for 3-4 years already, and I mean just ultra talented.
The Spurs sit in second place in the West, while Ron Jr. has appeared in 10 games this season for the Boston Celtics, who are second in the East. With a large Philippine media contingent at the NBA All-Star Weekend festivities, some of the NBA players happily talked about their Pinoy connections, friendships, and memories. Before Fox and Harper teamed up in San Antonio, Fox was coached by Philippine legend Jimmy Alapag on the Sacramento Kings.
When I first met him, I didn't know that he was like a legend. Like, yeah, but I mean, his shooting ability and him working with guys and trying to develop guys' shot, I think is probably the biggest.
The Miami Heat's Norman Powell explained how his Phil-Am head coach Eric Spoelstra helped develop him into a first-time All-Star this year.
Knows his approach, knows his ability, and knows what he wants to do every single time he steps on the floor.
Phoenix Suns guard Devin Booker says he's been excited to play more with Phil-Am guard Jalen Green, who's been recovering from injuries. Book admitted that Green has even motivated him into considering a Philippine vacation.
Yeah, I need to get out there, man. I haven't been yet, but we definitely had a conversation. You know, I asked him his background, and he's been out there a couple times. I like the experience, you know, take in the culture. I know how they feel about hoops. This will be fun to go through there.
Toronto Raptors All-Star Scotty Barnes vacationed in the Philippines last summer.
It's pretty fire. I just wanted to see what the culture was about, the atmosphere. I had an amazing time with my friends.
But for one of the game's biggest superstars, LeBron James is teaming up with women's star Juju Watkins and their endorsements to elevate women's basketball in places like the Philippines.
We're trying to do our part, you know, continue to inspire the game, men and women, you know, not only here in Los Angeles, not only in our hometowns of Watson and LA, but I mean, in Akron, but in LA and Philippines and all over the world. So, you know, hopefully we are doing our part to continue to inspire the game that we love so much.
Next year's All-Star Game heads to Jalen Green's home court in Phoenix, where the game hopes to continue inspiring and connecting fans and athletes around the world. Steve Angus, Bilyonaryo News Channel, Los Angeles.
Celebrating excellence, resilience, and national pride, the country's top athletes and sports leaders gather for the Philippine Sports Writers Association Awards Night as Sheila Salaysay joins the celebration of the nation's sporting triumph.
Philippine sports didn't just celebrate excellence, it made a bold statement. Behind the glamour, prestige, and applause, the country's biggest sporting night became more than a recognition ceremony. The dramatic spotlight unfolded during the highly anticipated San Miguel Corporation Philippine Sports Writers Association Annual Awards Night, held at the Diamond Hotel in Manila last night. Often called the Oscars of Philippine sports, the event once again gathered the biggest names in the industry. But beyond the glitz and star-studded presence, the evening underscored who truly dominates the modern era of Philippine sports and who is poised to shape its next chapter. Standing at the heart of that conversation were two generational game changers, Carlos Yulo and Alex Eala, whose dominance is not only redefining success but raising expectations for Filipino athletes competing on the global stage. They were crowned Male and Female Athletes of the Year by the Philippine Sports Writers Association, led by President Francis Ochoa of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Fresh from another breathtaking international campaign, Yulo personally received his award after producing yet another historic season.
Palagi sinasabi, hanapin mo yung sarili mo. Kasi pag nahanap mo yung sarili mo, as long as di kayo nakatapak, may respeto kayo sa mga coaches. Keep pushing. Importante maniwala ka sa sarili mo. Hintayin mo lang yung moment mo, may darating talaga para sa inyo.
Meanwhile, Alex Eala's absence hardly dimmed her impact. From a superb performance to climbing to the highest world ranking ever achieved by a Filipino player, Ayala's surge signals a shift in global perception of Filipino athletes in elite tennis competition. But the spotlight was not reserved for athletes alone. Power and influence behind the scenes also took center stage. Known for his fearless leadership, both on and off the court, champion coach Gilas received the prestigious President's Award after winning a decade-long legal battle that many believe reshaped structural protections within Philippine sports governance.
I'm really very happy actually. Hindi ko inaasahan yung yung honor, but I really appreciate what PSA has done to recognize the effort.
PSA Chairman Patrick Gregorio also emerged as one of the night's most pivotal figures after receiving the Executive of the Year award. His aggressive push for athlete development, funding expansion, and sports tourism initiatives has rapidly reshaped how Philippine sports is being managed. And some insiders believe it signals a new era of leadership direction in the country's sports landscape.
This is an award and a recognition given not just to Pato Gregorio, the chairman of PSC. This is an award given to the PSC, the men and women of PSC. We prove to everyone that we can do it. We can do it well. We can do it fast, and we can excite 112 million Filipinos. We know that we can. We have shown to everyone that we can really support our national athletes.
Special citations highlighted the rising generation of Filipino athletes, recognizing medalists from the Asian Youth Games and Asian Youth Para Games, alongside Southeast Asian Games and ASEAN Para Games gold medalists. Young stars aged 17 and below were likewise honored as recipients of the prestigious Tony Sidayaw Awards, a clear signal that the country's sports future is already taking shape. The evening then shifted into an emotional and reflective moment as the sporting community paid tribute to athletes, officials, and sports personalities who passed away over the past year, reminding everyone that Philippine sports is built not only on victories, but on enduring legacy and sacrifice.
Every medal and milestone proves the rise of Philippine sports and the fearless spirit of our athletes. As they compete on the world stage, the entire nation stands united, proud, and cheering every Filipino toward greater glory. Reporting for the Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
The Capital1 Solar Spikers grabbed a statement win, and it was Belen leading the way. Belen stopped the stat sheet with 29 points plus defense and floor coverage as Capital1 outlasted Choco Mucho in 5 sets, 25-21, 18-25, 25-18, 19-25, 15-10 at the FilOil Centre. After the match, Belen stressed that the win was about collective effort, not individual numbers. In the deciding set, Belen took charge on offense, while Franz Ronquillo provided timely support as Capital1 held off Choco Mucho's final push. The win lifts the Solar Spikers to 2-2, while the Flying Titans dropped to 1-3. Meanwhile, the Creamline Pool Smashers notched their second win with a 3-1 victory over the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. The Premier Volleyball League is setting the record straight. PVL President Ricky Palou clarifies that there are no formal talks with Jollibee Foods Corporation, despite buzz linking the fast food giant to a possible league entry. In an interview with Abante Sports, Palou said no one from the fast food giant has approached the league. Now, while he admitted the league has heard the speculation, there's been zero direct communication. Still, Palou says Jollibee's entry would be a welcome boost, especially with the league down to 10 teams in the All-Filipino Conference. Meanwhile, he confirmed other companies, including one from Cebu, have expressed interest.
Wala pa. Nobody from Jollibee has approached us, so we're not privy to that. Basta, we've been hearing, in fact, there have been some inquiries, pero as far as we're concerned, no word yet from Jollibee. It would be good sana kung pumasok sila, di ba? Pero sa ngayon, wala naman.
A young Philippine skateboarder could be headed to the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. 11-year-old Mazel Paris Alegado is ranked 31st in the world in women's skateboarding park, putting her within reach of the international quota for the games, where each country will be allowed to send 2 qualifiers. Japan currently has 6 top 20 skaters and Brazil 4, which could clear the way for Alegado to secure a spot. With 5,096 points, Alegado is the highest-ranked Southeast Asian and 10th best in Asia, as well as one of the 2 youngest skateboarders on the global list. Alegado first gained attention at age 9, competing at the 2023 Asian Games in Hangzhou and finishing 7th in the women's park finals. Alegado later made history at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games, winning gold and becoming the youngest ever Philippine SEA Games champion. Filipino Olympian Francis Ceccarelli's campaign at the 2026 Winter Olympics has ended. Ceccarelli crashed during his first run in Monday's men's slalom in Bormio, Italy, registering a did not finish. Heavy snowfall also affected track conditions. Earlier in the games, Ceccarelli placed 54th overall in the giant slalom. Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. have reportedly agreed to a date and location for their exhibition bout. Multiple reports say the fight is set for April 25, 2026 in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the capital city of Kinshasa, the same site as the historic Rumble in the Jungle, featuring Muhammad Ali and George Foreman in 1974. The 59-year-old Mike Tyson last fought in November 2024, dropping an 8th-round decision to Jake Paul. The former heavyweight champion has not recorded a win since 2003. Meantime, the 48-year-old Mayweather retired undefeated in 2017 after defeating Conor McGregor and has since participated in 8 exhibition matches. The matchup was first announced in September 2025 with additional details now emerging as both fighters move closer to the April event. When we return, 11-year-old Philippine skateboarder Mazel Paris Alegado, now ranked 31st in the world, is eyeing a spot at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. What are her chances of making the Olympiad? No less than Mazel herself will join us live from California when we return right here on The Scorecard.
Beautiful stranger, those eyes seem familiar.
Tonight, we are bringing you someone special, and you will definitely be stunned by her performance. And her artistry is often described as cinematic and storytelling focused.
The Amuse is just really about embracing the feeling of loving and being loved. Baby, we don't need to run too far. Everything we need is right where we are.
Today, we pause. From dust we came, and to dust we shall return. On this Ash Wednesday, we begin again with prayer, with sacrifice, with hope. Let this season of Lent renew our hearts and draw us closer to God.
Welcome back to The Scorecard. 11-year-old Philippine skateboarder Mazel Paris Alegado, currently ranked 31st in the world, is aiming for a spot at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. What are her chances of making it to the Olympiad? Mazel herself will join us live from California to share her journey. Hello, Mazel, and thank you for joining me here on the show.
Hi, everyone.
I love the energy and I love the background. Where exactly in California are you?
I'm in Fontana.
Oh, okay. So how are things? And is it true that you are gunning for the Olympics in 2028?
Yep, I'm trying. I'm going to keep skating. I'm going to keep working hard and, keep having fun.
Okay, and we love that that's the mindset. Just keep having fun. Don't pressure yourself too much. But of course, you have to prepare for it. And we've heard all the stories. You've said it in multiple interviews. You fell in love in skateboarding when you were at your cousin's house and you saw your brother skateboarding and you were like, hey, I want to try that. So ever since, was it really like that every day? You've been skateboarding, trying to get better, and just enjoying the whole journey?
Yep, every day I skate. My dad takes me to the skate park like every day, and it's like so much fun seeing my friends, like, and every day it feels the same, like always having fun, you know?
What's a training day for you like? You go to the skate park, and how many hours do you actually spend there doing the same tricks, the same drills over and over again?
I skate for like 4 to 6 hours a day, and then I like mentally prepare like what tricks I'm gonna do for the skate park, like what do I have to work on, and yeah, that's like it.
Wow, that's crazy. Do you watch YouTube and try to see what the other skateboarders are doing? And do you try to mimic or try to copy what they're doing and put your own flair into those moves?
Yeah, actually sometimes like I watch YouTube videos and then I would like see people do some tricks and then I would like, oh, I want to try that, and I'd kind of copy, or like I would look at it and see how I can land the trick, you know?
All right, going back to your story, we first heard about you in 2023. You competed in the Asian Games in Hangzhou. You were 9 years old during that time. Is that correct?
Yep.
9 years old. So at 9 years old, did you feel the pressure, or did you just go there and were like, bahala na, let's see what happens. Let's see if I perform well here.
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, just have fun, you know, land my line, and yeah, just go with the flow.
You finished 7th in that competition, and then 2 years later, you participated in your first SEA Games, and that's when you really blew up. How did it feel when you finished first? And another Filipina actually finished 2nd, so it was 1 and 2 for the Philippines. So how did you feel at that moment?
I was so excited, I was so happy, and I'm so proud for the other Filipina skater too, Elizabeth. And yeah, it feels so good to see my hard work pay off.
So now you have your sights set on Los Angeles. Do you have any more competitions coming up? How about this year in 2026? Like, what's the latest competition that you're preparing for?
This year they actually start the Olympic qualifier, so I can qualify for the Olympics, and that's like in a couple weeks. So yeah, I'm training for that.
Wow, in a couple of weeks. Okay, Mazel, we're praying for you, and we wish you the best of luck in that.
Thank
now,
you.
I'm looking at your background, and we have some very familiar figures. The Hello Kitty, young girls from the Philippines. We've been seeing that. Jollibee, of course, is also there. How do you make sure that despite... Yeah, I have a good eye. I'm spotting all of that. How do you make sure that you keep the Filipino values within you despite growing up there in California?
Yeah, like I went to the Philippines and I had like a birthday party like in Jollibee, and like Jollibee gave me a little present, and it was that little Jollibee, and I brought it home, so.
That's awesome. Well, Mazel, we wish you all the best. We thank you for joining us here on the Scorecard. Thank you so much, and we'll be praying to see you in LA in 2028.
Thank you, salamat.
You got it. Salamat, Mazel. Thank you. All right, guys, it's time to keep your eyes on the prize. A tough test awaits Alex Eala in the 2026 Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. The 20-year-old Filipina star faces one of the best players in the world, world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy, in the round of 32. Now, this will be their first ever meeting on the WTA Tour. Now, Ayala advanced to the second round after a 6-4, 0-1 retirement win over American qualifier Hailey Baptiste in the opening round. Now, the level rises significantly. Standing across the net is a former Dubai champion and one of the most accomplished players in the draw. Paolini is currently ranked 8th in the world and reached a career high of number 4 in 2024. She's a 3-time WTA singles champion and has captured 10 doubles titles. Now, among her biggest achievements is winning the 2024 Dubai Tennis Championships title. She also reached the finals of Roland Garros and Wimbledon in 2024, establishing herself as one of the tour's most consistent big match performers. Look at that. Look at the credentials. Now, in doubles, she has also won a French Open title and an Olympic gold medal, proving her versatility and experience on the biggest stages. Now, Paolini received a first-round bye and enters the match well rested. For Ayala, this is another opportunity to test herself against the elite. The Filipina had her own success against top 10 players, including breakthrough wins last year at the Miami Open over then world number 5 Madison Keys and world number 2 Iga Swiatek. She has shown she can compete and win against the very best. However, there is added pressure because Ayala recently slipped 7 spots in the latest WTA rankings, dropping from a career high number 40 to number 47. The dip came after her historic top 40 breakthrough following a quarterfinal run at the Abu Dhabi Open. Now, despite the drop, Ayala continues to trend upward this season, climbing steadily from number 50 at the start of the year. A win over Paolini would not only boost her ranking again, it would send a strong message that she belongs among the game's elite. It's youth versus experience, rising star versus established champion. Alex Eala takes on Jasmine Paolini in Dubai with a spot in the round of 16 on the line. And for the Filipina, this is another chance to make history. And here's the match schedule for the highly anticipated showdown in Dubai tomorrow midnight. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.